Hey, welcome back to Dirt Live. We're with another guest, Eric Vigouroux. Eric, welcome to the show, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you for having me today.
Well, let's talk a little bit about Eric so people out there can figure out you've got that French accent.
Yeah.
And
there's nothing I can do against it.
Yeah, right. But great, I love it. The women love it, huh?
I hope so.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about where you started racing, you know, a few years ago. What did you start racing on?
I did my first rally raid in Tunisia in 1995, and I did my first Dakar in 1997 on the quad. And at this time, the challenge was to be the first one to finish the Dakar on the quad, and that's what I did with another French guy in 1999. So that's how I started in the Dakar series. And after that, I did almost 10 Dakars in the car class.
So you started out in quads.
Yeah.
Pretty dangerous in Dakar?
Yeah, I was younger. It was not my best idea, but I tried to be the first one to finish this event. And it was a good idea because thanks to that, I could get some attention from my sponsors, and then they could support my program when I was racing cars.
So you advanced into the cars.
Yeah.
You were still living in France?
No, I moved from France more than 5 years ago. I've been living here in California since 2008. In fact, I knew San Diego because I used to fly from France to the US to build my race truck. As you can see on the video, my truck is still the only real American trophy truck in the Dakar. And after I did several trips to the US, I decided to move with my family from France to here. And that's very convenient because now I'm closer with my suppliers, with my partners. And when we need to go testing in the desert, it's really convenient. This is my truck.
That's your truck right there?
Yeah.
So the only real trophy truck in Dakar.
Yeah. And I'm very well known in the field in Europe because I'm still the only French European guy racing an American trophy truck in Dakar.
So the competition, it's very incredible. You're in the open class, you know?
Yeah, yeah. And it's really difficult actually to fight against the 4x4s because the rules are very good for the 4x4 cars. And in the two-wheel drive class, we have to fight a lot to go across the dunes and everything. So it's quite a challenge to do well in the two-wheel drive class.
Did you ever try bikes ever?
Not in the Dakar. I used to ride bikes when I was younger, but not in the Dakar.
Pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah, yeah. These guys are crazy.
Now, I read your bio. You've got some great wins under your belt. Let's talk about some of the wins over the years here.
Yeah, I won several races in Africa, and I would say that my two main wins were the FIA World Cup in 2010. We could win the FIA World Cup in the two-wheel drive class with this truck. And my last big victory was in Morocco last year. We won against all the big factory teams, such as Minis, Toyotas, Mitsubishis. And it was a great victory. And because we won this rally in Morocco last year, we decided to go to Dakar, and we've just done this Dakar, as you can see on the video here.
Now, this was the one just this year in January.
Yeah, absolutely.
How did you do? Here's the truck coming again.
Yeah, we did pretty good in the sense that we could finish the race, and it was not that easy for us because we had some technical issues, and my truck was not the perfect vehicle to climb these mountains of sand, but we did pretty good. We finished 22nd. And right now I'm working on my next Dakar, and we are building a brand new car, which is going to be much lighter. And we have some big objectives for next year.
So let's talk a little bit about the program now with, the Baja race coming up. The 500 will be a qualifying event for the Dakar Challenge. Let's talk about the Dakar Challenge.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea having the ISO, the organizers of the Dakar, and SCORE International working together to promote our sport. And I think it's a really good idea to bring this challenge because now an American driver will have the opportunity to enter the Dakar for free. And I think it's the best way to make a strong connection between the two worlds. You know, I mean, off-road in Europe and off-road in America. I think it makes sense to make them working together.
So they can qualify at the Baja 500. Let's let them know also at the Reno race.
Yeah, exactly. So the challenge is to win the two races, and the driver must be an amateur. He's not supposed to have done any Dakar yet so far. So, yeah, it's going to be a very interesting challenge. I think it's the very first one this year, and we'll see what happens.
So pretty crazy. You can see here the Rio Grande with the water, a lot of rain.
Yeah, we had a lot of rain in Chile this year, and it was really difficult sometimes to cross these rivers with a lot of mud. So when you have this kind of situation, you need to find the right spot before crossing any river. And the biggest mistake that most of the competitors were doing is crossing without paying attention about the
way I like that guy with a helicopter. That's the way to get out of there.
Yeah.
But well, you're now building the trucks here all the time. You're planning on all this, and we're just so happy to have you here and hear a little bit.
Thank you.
Finding out that actually building your trucks and race vehicles here in the United States.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's how I started in this class, in the car class. I started in 2001 with Bruno Sabi, who won a couple of times the Dakar Rally. And he was racing a Ford Pro Truck in 2001. And he wanted me to join the team. So that's how I started in the car class. And since then, I always drove American trucks. That's what I like. It's different than what we have in Europe. And it was a good way for me to get some attraction from sponsors and from medias.
Well, we thank you very much for joining us here on Dirt Live. Eric,
my pleasure. Thank you very
Vigouroux,
much. Thanks.
You know, we hope to, maybe we'll see you in Baja. You think about that?
Yeah, absolutely. Right now, I'm putting my focus on my Rally Raid and my Dakar effort, but I would love to do the Baja one time, yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Well, we're going to go to commercial.
Thank you.
When we come back, we'll be joined by Roger Norman. We'll be right back.